Let down by the legal system. A Valley family seeking answers and justice after losing their daughter in a tragic crash. The driver, an underage friend who admitted he'd been drinking and smoking pot that night. So why did Maricopa County prosecutors decide not to charge the teen?
As ABC 15 investigator Sonu Wasu finds out, it all boils down to legal technicalities and how much alcohol he had in his system.
I miss her voice, her singing. I miss her so much.
It's been almost a year since Claudia Rodriguez received the phone call no parent ever wants to experience.
A police officer said my daughter had been in a car accident and didn't survive. My world came to an end.
Heartbreaking news. Police reports state 18-year-old Jacqueline Pacheco was one of 4 passengers in a pickup truck driven by 19-year-old Gabino Matancias. The deadly crash took place in Avondale. Court reports state the teens were out at 4 a.m. No one wearing seatbelts. Multiple 12 packs of beer found inside the car when Matancias slammed into the back of a semi going 53 miles an hour. Records ABC 15 has obtained show Matancias was driving on a suspended license for a DUI conviction he got just a few weeks before this deadly crash. Adding to her grief,
Nuestra hija no vale en este país porque queremos saber por qué.
Claudia now wants to know why the Maricopa County Prosecutor's Office would decline to file manslaughter charges against Matancias, a 19-year-old with a history of reckless driving.
He should be in jail right now.
You're charged with 1 count of manslaughter.
Maricopa County deputies had recommended charges of manslaughter, aggravated DUI, and aggravated assault in this case. ABC 15 is now learning he won't be facing any of those charges, and it all boils down to legal technicalities.
His blood alcohol level, according to the blood test, was 0.04.
Jennifer Lever with the prosecutor's office says Matancias' blood alcohol level was not high enough to charge him with a felony. So even though we're talking about an underage man who's technically not supposed to have any alcohol in his system and wasn't even supposed to be behind the wheel of a car, prosecutors say a misdemeanor DUI is all he can legally be charged with. So what about the manslaughter charge?
Our statutes lay out if you want to charge somebody with felony manslaughter, there has to be an impairment, and that impairment needs to be above 0.05.
Attorney Charles Slack Mendez, who represents Jacqueline's family, says even though Matancias' alcohol level was 0.04, he should have been charged.
Manslaughter would have probably been the proper charge.
He says in Arizona, in order to convict a person like Matancias for manslaughter, the state can prove that he recklessly caused Jacqueline's death.
Consuming alcohol prior to driving this vehicle, that was reckless in itself.
While reckless, prosecutors say, it still does not meet the threshold to charge him with manslaughter.
This is a very tragic situation. We can't take things to trial if we don't believe that there's a reasonable likelihood of conviction.
What other proof do they need? He took my daughter's life. I will continue fighting. He has to be held accountable. My daughter matters. She was my entire world.
Matancias is now facing a misdemeanor charge for underage drinking. As for the marijuana, prosecutors say his blood tests came back clean, so no charges there either. Sonu Wasu, ABC 15, Arizona.
If found guilty, Matancias could face up to 6 months in jail. As for Jacqueline, her family will be holding a vigil in the coming weeks. We have that information in this article on abc15.com.